In this lesson, we review the digital certificate creation and signing process. It served as a context to compare with that of the attribute certificate creation and signing process. In PKI, or the public key infrastructure, the certificate authority, or CA, set up a certificate server to accept certificate service requests from a user, sign the certificate, and return it back to the user. The user can then present this certificate to prove its identity to other systems. A webmaster can send a server certificate request to the certificate server set up by the certificate authority. This request is signed by the certificate server, returned to the webmaster. When the signed certificate request return, the webmaster can install the server certificate in the designated locations to be presented to the user to prove the server's identity. The user can install the client certificate and the private key to the browsers and allow mutual authentication with the server. This is so-called secure web access. We can also install the public key of the client certificate in the authorized key directory of a Linux system and then allow the client to authenticate without presenting the password. Here we show the step 1 of the PKI certificate request and the signing process. User generate a private key and the public key pair and fill in the certificate signing request, short name for CSR. CSR includes the intended valid period, the public key, the user information to be certified, the suggested hashing and the asymmetric algorithm for CA to sign the certificate, and the additional optional information, such as the purpose of the certificate. The CSR is written in X509 standard format. The user sends CSR to a certificate authority. Consider CA as an entity which includes signing certificate with software and hardware and including the personnel operating within them. Here we show step 2 of PKI certificate request and signing process. Upon receiving the CSR, the CA verifies the identity, use the user's proposed algorithms, or adjust to its own choice of hashing and asymmetric algorithm to sign the certificate. The CA saves a copy of the signed certificate in certain directory for public retrieval and return a copy back to the users. The user can send in a revocation password and request in case of private key is lost or the subject is no longer with the user organization. The CA will put that certificate in a certificate revoke list, short name for CSR. Any user can check to see if a certificate is still valid by consulting with the CRL. Here we show the first step of the certificate signing process. Upon receiving the user-generated CSR with the public key and specific server user identity information, the signing CA uses a message digest function, such as SHA-256 algorithms specified by the users or that chosen by the CA to generate the hash. Note that if the CA changes the message digest function, it will need to changing the certificate signature algorithm field and then compute the hash. The CAs at some point in the future may decide SHA-256 is too weak and choosing to change it to SHA-512 or other better hashing algorithms. All the key fields in CSR are included as input to the hashing algorithm, and therefore any changes to them will change the resulting hash. It is a protection consideration. Here we show step 2 of the certification signing process. The signing CA chooses the encryption algorithm for encrypting the hash generated from step 1 of the signing process. This algorithm has to be an asymmetric encryption algorithm. A typical choice is the RSA algorithm. RSA stands for the names of the creator, Rivers, Shamir, and Edelman. The two inputs for the encryption algorithm are the hash and the signing CA's private key. The CA may have to enter the passphrase that protects its private key. The resulting encryption algorithm output is the digital signature. The signature, together with the rest of the certificate field, form the digital certificate. It is sent back to the user by the CA. Note that a common tricky question here is how many bits are in the digital signature. Is it the size of the hash, or is it the size of the private key? You can find out that by answering the related IVQ question. The resulting signed hash is called signature, is then appended to the end of the certificate. When the user receives the signed certificate, it installs it together with the related private key in its web browsers or secure applications such as a secure email client. Thank you for listening. In the next lesson, we will discuss role-based access control.